everybody! Have you heard about the Drunken Peasants Patreon? It helps support the show while getting you some cool perks. Check it out! For $1 per month, you get to use our exclusive fan chat that appears at the bottom of the screen on every episode. For $5 per month, you get 2 new private shows, including Actual Mania, as well as our back catalog of private shows, plus all lower tier perks. For $10 per month, you get all of our monthly video content. This includes multiple post shows, our monthly reviews, our back catalog of all that content, plus all lower tier perks. For $15 per month, your name will appear in the ending credits of each DP episode, plus all lower tier perks. For $25 per month, you get to take part in our monthly booking committee hangout to help us book our Patreon content for that month, plus all lower tier perks. For $33 per month, you get an exclusive piece of DP merch each month, plus all lower tier perks. For $50 per month, you appear in the opening credits for each DP episode, plus all lower tier perks. For $100 per month, you get to join us as a guest on an episode of the Drunken Peasants podcast. Plus, you guessed it, all lower tier perks. Visit patreon.com/DP now to become a patron of the Drunken Peasants podcast.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true.
Sometimes I cry.
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special episode of DP Doing It Live. Back again on a special Wednesday episode. Hi, everybody. We're back again. We're gonna stream for a little bit, and then we're gonna do our first Patreon private show of this month. That'll be after this stream is over. Make sure you sign up, patreon.com/DP. You'll get to see the show tonight. Tonight we'll be actually watching an old private show from back in 2017 where we had Onision in the studio as a guest. It was me with the old former DP guys, and Billy wasn't there. Billy has never seen this.
Yeah, I've only heard about it. I heard there was some pretty epic moments, so I'm interested to see it.
There was there was some epic moments, that's for sure. Yeah. So we're doing that later. We highly encourage you all to sign up because Patreon is very important to the show. So sign up, patreon.com/DP. I'll link it in the chat.
Yeah,
also.
patrons $5 and above get this private show as well as another private show Friday, right?
Yes, on Friday. Yeah. So we're
great
trying
deal.
something new. We're trying something new. Reacting to some old content. See what that's like. Many of you have probably never even seen this before. Most of you have probably never seen it before.
And I know none of you have seen me see it before.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, we got Onision in the DP studio and we kind of grilled him for 3 hours. And then there was a hamburger eating contest. A manager of a local Kid Valley Burgers brought us a bunch of free burgers. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the funny moments I heard.
Yeah.
Heard Onision was highly skeptical of
he was afraid that we're gonna
vegetarian option.
Yeah. He was afraid we were gonna trick him into eating meat. Because that was the beginning of his feud with TJ back in the day. Was like he made this video about being a vegetarian, being all high and mighty about it, and TJ was like, go out to McDonald's and buy a hamburger and don't even eat it, just throw it away, waste it, just to mess with Onision. So yeah, so that's what we're doing tonight. You should follow the link that I just posted in the chat because we could really use your support right now over at the Patreon. It's only $5. $5, you can cancel anytime. You can come and go as you please. You'll get another show before the end of the month. Just got to sign up. $5. It's a fun time.
Yeah. The only time you can't cancel is if you don't sign up. So sign up now.
True. That's true. All right, we're gonna check out what's going on with Infowars.
Oh, an update.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see my old boss Alki David got a lawsuit?
No, but I'm not surprised.
He got sued. The woman was awarded $900 million.
How much does he have left after that?
I don't know. That's some Alex Jones level.
That's a lot of money
of award.
I wonder if he has.
Like, how is that even a thing?
I wonder if he has money just like stashed away to where no one can get their hands on it except for him. Isn't he from Cyprus or something like that?
Yeah, I'm sure he's got stuff. I'm sure a lot of his money is actually protected by the company that runs his bottling company. There's probably someone in charge of the majority of the wealth, and I don't know if he can break into that or not. It's weird.
That's a very expensive mangina.
Yeah, that was one of the things. I didn't read the entire report. One of the rooms was called an R-word room, and
I just want to know. I just want to have it noted that we have a very low viewer count right now. If you guys could like the stream, that would help out a lot. But I wonder if it has something to do with the names Alex Jones and Onision in the title.
Maybe.
Can't help but wonder if those notifications aren't getting out there. You know, maybe. Yeah.
Should have put Haktua in the.
Haktua, spit on that thing.
Should have put that in the title. Everybody would have came and clicked and watched it.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's check this out.
I know it's exhausting. It's exhausting for me, this roller coaster battle as the establishment tries to shut down Infowars. Now they've had the Democrat Party lawyers on CNN last week saying, we just want him off air. We don't want money.
Doing this kind of stuff, it helps conspiracy theory type people in the eyes of their audience. So it helps Trump because he can say the deep state is targeting him or whatever, and Alex Jones is doing the same thing. It's helping him in the eyes of his audience.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Sin.
Also,
It's
sign
like
up for
when
Patreon.
Like
sign
the
up for
Christians,
Patreon.
the Christians and the Lions, they've been making everything a lion ever since.
Well, the courts are designed, even if you rig a case, you just get money in a civil issue. So I told you they've done multiple filings the last 3 weeks. They tried to have the CRO lock the building without a court order. The judge blocked that. I mean, it's been a roller coaster. And then my phones blow up yesterday after I'm off air saying, oh, what's this headline? AP, Reuters, just Bloomberg, CNN.
They're going to take Infowars from him, but Infowars isn't worth anything without him. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to own it.
Platforming? Like, is that basically what it is?
They're going to, no, they want to take his assets, and some of his most valuable assets are his online presence, his social media, his websites, all that stuff. But he can just make other ones. But I guess maybe they could seize those too. I don't know, because he owes a shitload of money.
Alex Jones, Infowars bankruptcy trustee, discloses plan to shut down media platform. And there's a bunch of other similar headlines. Bankruptcy court trustee in Alex Jones liquidation case previews wind down of media company. That's a wind down over 2 to 4 months. Instead
I hate it. I'm sorry. I say this every time. I hate how he prints up all this stuff. It's annoying to me. And then he has an overhead camera getting it instead of him just like pulling it up on a laptop or whatever. Why?
It's analog. This is the old Alex Jones analog look.
What is his paper and toner and staple budget like?
$147, which he doesn't have anymore. The government took it away.
The judge's order signed last Friday, Guerra Gamble, the same one that ran the show trial against me here in Texas, to have
Show
sheriffs
trial.
come yesterday, she said immediately, and lock the doors. That's in the order. So people say, okay, well,
A lot of these people have the mindset of like Jared, where like anything bad that happens to them has nothing to do with like them or random chance. It's all like the deep state doing it to them. And
Yeah.
happening. Well, that's what I told you a few
It's
weeks
the
ago.
blame
They will
game.
immediately come and try to shut things down. And the Democrat Party lawyers in federal court wanted me shut down 2 Fridays ago in court. And I said, hey, just let it go back to the state. And there's some maneuvering we can do there. And that's what we thought would happen. Now the federal court is fighting the state court, trying to imminently shut us down, because the federal law says if something's profitable, you don't just close the doors. And there's a lot within that. And I'm not going to give out any more strategy.
they're going to keep Alex Jones working and just take all of his money. He'll just be their indentured servant.
Oh no.
All that ultimate male vitality money is going to go to them.
Here on air. But there is a narrow way to keep Infowars on the air.
While other networks lie to you about what's
A
happening.
narrow urethra of a way.
Don't try passing a kidney stone through it. All right. Let's
In a big
Alex
prospectus
Stones.
article,
I don't get the whole like let's cut to this random thing in the middle of a sentence. I don't get it.
and News Corp was splitting up its media entertainment division and selling it to Disney, but was keeping its news division. And they explained in the big article for investors that the internet will soon be like Netflix. You'll have thousands of choices, but it'll be owned by a handful of companies. And we're going to successfully censor and demonetize and destroy WikiLeaks and Julian Assange.
I mean, the internet is basically just, I mean, like, there are plenty of small companies on the internet, but there are a few giants, like the Googles and the Microsofts, you know, those kinds.
Yeah.
That, you know, Amazon. There's only a few that are, like, at that level, and they run a lot. They control a lot. So.
They
this
control
isn't a new-
Twitch.
This isn't a new thing.
The left wing doesn't stand up, we'll set the precedent to take all the liberals off the air and off the internet. And then when we demonize and remove Alex Jones, the conservatives won't stand up for him because they'll be scared of being shut down. And then once they don't stand up for him, they won't stand up for the next person, and we'll get all of them. And I was horrified by it because it was a very serious article. I've covered it a lot. I forget the exact headline on it, but there was a Gizmodo headline and a couple others that were, hold on to your tinfoil hat, Alex Jones. YouTube's about to take you off the air. And then it linked to the Wall Street Journal article, and we had a paid subscription, and I printed out the 30-something page article where it said,
He
It wasn't
printed
just
it.
YouTube, right? He got shut off everything at once.
They all kind of followed suit. I think it may have started
Yeah.
with YouTube, but it was so long ago I don't remember for sure. But other ones were kind of like, yeah, I guess we're gonna pull the trigger on this one too, and they got rid of him pretty much everywhere. And now he has Twitter.
Roll tumbling down.
Yeah.
meeting at NATO headquarters, big tech working with the EU has developed a plan to stop disinformation and shut down blah, blah, blah. But then it went in to the fact that this would make dinosaur media, legacy media, more successful, and was telling investors, don't worry about all the competition. Don't worry about lagging readers at the Wall Street Journal or viewers being taken away by the internet from Fox News, because we're going to end the free internet as we know it. Well, they've certainly tried, and to a great extent been successful other than X, and still independent talk radio and independent websites like Infowars.com. So the system is targeting all of those. And if Trump doesn't win, well, you know they're only going to intensify it. So I have been the test subject in all of this, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I'm going to cover it now. And then I'm going to go into all the huge news and all the huge guests and the preparation I've done for the show today. But this is newsworthy, whether I was Alex Jones or not, or whether you were a listener or not. And I'm not going to spend 30 minutes giving the whole history here. But 3 weeks ago, I'm told that the CRO appointed by the court is going to lock the doors at 9 o'clock at night.
He's been doing this for over a month, right? Where he's like, yep, they're kicking us out tomorrow.
I wonder how much of this was him just running with the idea that he could, I don't know, get everybody donating more because he saw how much Trump got when Trump was charged.
Exactly.
And it went huge. He's like, you know what we got to do? We got to tell them they're shutting us down. They'll support us like they did Trump.
So 2.5 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, it was on a Friday. And I said, where's the court order? You're not doing it. I'll call the police. And I blocked it. And there was a lot of concern about that. Some people said, oh, this isn't true. This is a publicity stunt. No, it wasn't. And then in an emergency hearing the next Monday, 2 days later, they admitted it all, and it came out in court. The judge said, I'm not going to hear any of this till the 14th. That was 2 Fridays ago, and at that event, he fired the CRO and said, Mr. Jones owns the company. You cannot do this. Who do you think you are? And handed me the company back. That said, the judge then went on to say, but Mr. Jones is the owner. He now today, that day, same court hearing, he approved my Chapter 7 total liquidation. And I've already sold off all the stuff that's non-exempt. So it's a foregone conclusion. But it was me wanting to keep it in federal court. So the judge denied shutting down the Democrat Party using the Sandy Hook folks as front people. He shut down their request.
Using the Sandy Hook folks as front people.
To close the operation.
Yeah, as opposed to using them as headline catchers.
Right.
For conspiracy theories.
Infowars that day, the 14th. So the last move was then to have it kicked back into state court, but the judge kept jurisdiction over it so that if he doesn't like what the state court does, which would be imminently Judge Guerra Gamble closing the doors, he said he would probably step in. So that's what goes into all of this and the chess, not checkers. Now, the Democrat lawyers got up in front of the judge.
The Democrat lawyers.
And they said, no, we're not going to immediately close it down. We want to get value for the families. But then they immediately ran in and filed last Friday in front of Guerra Gamble to shut us down. She signed the order.
Sometimes when he talks, he sounds like he needs a drink really bad. Like his throat is croaky.
Yeah, he definitely needs a drink really bad.
Well, for a different reason.
Yeah, he's probably going to start shaking soon.
And told the Travis County Sheriff's Department to come padlock the doors and kick us out of the building. The federal trustee filed an emergency motion Sunday saying that is not going to happen and that he is going to do an orderly liquidation so there's value to the, quote, creditors, which they don't want. They don't want money. They want me silenced yesterday. So, again, if I'm in checkmate in one move, but I can do another move and be in checkmate in 3 moves, I'm going to move away, even though I'm going to be cornered and they're going to get me. I'm still staying on air and fighting to the last minute going down swinging. And that's why we're about to be shut down, and you read it all over the news, and then we're not, and we're about to be shut down, and then we're not, and people say, what is this?
No, that's what you do.
What it looks like to
that.
fight. This is what it looks like to struggle. This is what it looks like to put everything you've got into something. I mean, I sold almost everything I had before I went into bankruptcy for the legal fight to keep this place going, because I understand we've saved tens of millions of lives, myself, the guests, the listeners spreading the word about the poison shots and about all the medical tyranny and the open border and the drag queen pedophile time and World War III. And every day we stay on air,
he's been saving lives. He's risked it all to save lives.
Man, what a hero Alex Jones is. Can't believe they're taking our hero down.
Yeah, Infowars is basically a public service.
Bigger.
I think if you need to get a hold of Infowars, you just have to dial 511.
511.
It's probably 311.
Casket's more influential and we affect more people. And that's admitted. I mean, even Atlantic Monthly, that is the CIA Jeffrey Epstein publication. I mean, it's literally Jeffrey Epstein operation, CIA operation, wrote last week, Alex Jones lost everything and still won. Well, I lost nothing because I don't care about baubles, a car, some property in the countryside.
Why do you have it?
I'm so busy. That was an emergency.
I don't care about baubles. I just need my bottles.
He cared so little about it that he bought it.
Things totally collapsed.
Fast you all think Alex Jones can down a handle of whiskey?
Pretty fast.
Yeah, I think if people were cheering him on, it would be quicker than the average human being.
He would slam it.
So, and I've got family with land, so
and then he would belch and light it on fire.
So, we got Plan B. So that's where we are, and so I'm not being dramatic about this.
Grove.
Yep. Yeah, the Bilderbergs made me burp.
Yes, I've told you exactly what's been happening, blow by blow.
Got the Bilderburps.
The Bilderburps.
As it unfolds. And the system admits in the Atlantic article that basically everybody's Alex Jones now. And so his evil has succeeded in poisoning the minds, and now the Republican Party has adopted his thinking. So they lie in the article, but they tell the truth. We're not lying. They haven't adopted my propaganda. You look at the New World Order, you look at the globalists, it sounded crazy 30 years ago or 20 years ago or 10 years ago to say all this was coming. Now it's all here because the globalists were setting it all up. And I'd seen them get done the things they said they would do decades before. So I took them very serious. These are very serious hombres.
Serious hombres.
So our credibility is like a Falcon Heavy rocket going into orbit. It's going straight up.
A Falcon Heavy rocket going into orbit.
And so they're completely pissed that I didn't just roll over and give up and stayed in the process because the journey is the destination.
I love the term the globalists. They're the enemy, but he never specifies who exactly they are. The globalists. The global. It's like, well, why? He's been talking about the globalists forever. Why don't we have this one world government that he's always talking about? Like, where is it? Like, where?
Well, I think it's probably the banks, right? The ones that shut down Kanye.
Oh, yeah. It was.
I think the nations that aren't in it are North Korea, Cuba, and then there's like a few other outliers.
I think it was. Probably Bank of America and Wells Fargo.
And now they've only succeeded in making everything we say be listened to very, very carefully like a pin drops. And it's all God. It's not me. It's all God. And that's where we are. So I appreciate the crew standing with me through all this. I appreciate the listeners and viewers and activists not being spectators, but being men and women on the field and in the arena. This has been incredible. And there's a federal hearing tomorrow, and if the judge doesn't block Gloria Gamble closing the doors here, the Democrat Party judge, we can be closed.
The Democrat Party judge, by the way, judges don't run under a party, and they don't normally publicly talk about their political beliefs, normally. So
well, it seems a little different with our Supreme Court.
They don't talk about it, but they do rule based on their religious beliefs more than anything, because a lot of them are devout Catholics.
Seems pretty. Yeah.
In the next few days. Now, I don't believe that's going to happen. I believe the judge is going to block this tomorrow. Also, the federal trustee took control of the bank account, so he's in control of it. I think about 90% chance that the judge blocks this tomorrow. That said, it creates a paradox where if you've got your orders in for products that we need you to order to stay on air, plus they're great products, you could, I guess the state judge might be wild enough, we've already seen that, to not care about you, and then you don't get your products, but you'll be all right. The average order is like $50. I understand, that's a bummer, but...
So he's like, oh, if you paid us $50 but you don't get your products, sorry, I realize that's a bummer. It's the Democrat judge making that happen.
Sorry.
Isn't that what he just said, or did I hear that wrong?
I think that's what he said.
Okay.
If you stop betting on us just because you think they're about to bring us down, you'll be the ones that kill us inadvertently instead of them.
He's like, hey, just because you think they're about to bring us down, and I've been saying this for so long, don't stop giving us money, because you're going to be the people who inadvertently kill us. That's what he's saying.
Hey, if you do stop giving us $50 for a mug,
yep,
it's your problem.
You see what I'm
blood on
saying?
your hands.
So bet on Infowars, bet on us continuing on.
Why? You're saying that it's like imminent that you're going to be shut down.
I wonder how many subscribers they lost when they did that big episode. Like this has to be a follow-up because there was a big hit, right?
Maybe. I don't know. And I don't know where their main revenue stream is. Is it subscriptions to their website? Is that what it is? Because I don't think he does Patreon or anything like that.
Maybe it's all those damn pills he's selling.
Peels. I think they have website subscriptions, and I think it's also they sell merch, and they have they sell stupid vitamins and that kind of shit too. So
some strategies I'm not going to get into that are probable.
Get your super male fragility.
I'd say 60%
male fragility.
Infowars continues on. I'm not going to get into strategy. I'm going to stop right there. And then it's about 30% chance.
I love how stupid they think their viewers are, or how stupid they know their viewers are, because there was that one vitamin commercial that he did. It was male vitality, and he took his shirt off, and they showed a before and after picture, and he looked exactly the same.
They just had a slightly better lighting.
Yes. Yeah, and he's all flexing and stuff, and he's not in good shape. He's in worse shape now, though. But yeah, he was not in good shape, and he was flexing, and yeah, it was it was magical pills that make you fit, and you don't have to change anything else but take the pill. Could you imagine if that was real?
You just got to take the pill after you take a before picture and then take an after picture with your gut sucked in.
Yeah.
Super male fragility works every time.
That even if that fails, added on to that, so let's say an 80% chance, 90% chance, that we're still hearing a wind down for 3 months. So many orders you put in, they're shipped usually the next day. They're always shipped within a few days. You'll get your product. I think that's a very, 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 very safe bet, 80, 90%. And maybe the Texas judge isn't crazy enough, but she already ordered the county sheriff's department to come close us, which is just wild. But again, they don't want money, ladies and gentlemen. So there is that paradox. When the people hear this,
they don't
straight shooting.
Send us your money. The good thing is you sent us all your money. They don't even want it. We do.
You're going to go, well, I'm not going to gamble on ordering product that I'm not going to get because we're going to close.
Man, he's been talking about this for a while now, too. This is a whole segment.
Then that fear has already given in to their manipulation, and then they win, shutting us down by the mere fact that people won't bet on us. So it is now a bet.
He's the one. It's like when Trump told everyone the voting was rigged and hardly anyone showed up to vote for him, or less people. I shouldn't say hardly anyone, but you know what I'm saying.
It's biting you in the ass. Your own words.
Yep.
You've dug your own grave.
And I'm not a gambling person. I don't gamble on slot machines or blackjack. I've done it a few times to see what it's like, but I don't gamble.
I wonder what else he's done that. Is that his usual philosophy? He'll dabble.
I've enjoyed a T-girl librarian on occasion.
On football
See
games.
what it was like.
games and pool and, stuff like that. Or sometimes we might bet playing pool about, okay, well, if you win, 3 games in a row, I'll buy you dinner or whatever.
God, he's over-explaining so much.
Or maybe you've already played 3 games and you play one more.
I just wish he was making a really cool nacho casserole with Doritos and Mountain Dew while he explained.
Find out who's going to win or whatever. So, I mean, I'm sure I bet some, but I'm not a betting man. But when it comes to freedom and liberty, I'm the biggest gambler you ever seen. I'll put my life on the line. I'll bet the farm. I'll bet the house on you. And I have. Because I believe you're like me and don't want to be a slave. So it is now a bet. And I said this 2.5 weeks ago when they had filings to shut us down. I said, they may shut us down on Friday. And so I said, I don't know if you can order at Infowars. It's a bet.
It's a bet.
Had the transcript for the judge and said, Judge, he's saying don't support Infowars. He doesn't want money of the creditors, which they're saying they don't even want. And the judge read the full transcript and said, that's not what he's saying. And by the way, we had record sales for the last 3 years that week when I said, will you bet on us? You may not get your product. And people flooded in and bet on us and did that. So there's a lot of complexity there. I've tried to explain it as best I can. If you don't go to InfoWarsStore.com, they would have manipulated you, and it's a real issue, into not
say either the deep state manipulates you into not going to InfoWarsStore.com, or I manipulate you into going there right now and buying more than you need.
Pouring
it's a bet.
What they want, because we're running on fumes. Now, Vitamin Mineral Fusion just came in yesterday. Only 10,000 of them. Potentially the last vitamin infusion you'll ever get at Infowars. It's an incredible product. People love it.
Oh, he's
stock them now. It's a bucket.
Yeah, he's using scarcity to sell this shit now. It's great.
It's 25% off. X2, our most amazing iodine, deep earth crystal iodine that does amazing things in the body.
Love that shot.
It's back in stock, discounted as well. And
Is that just
Infowars.
knock off G Fuel?
I think so. Vitamin Mineral Fusion. Does G Fuel have a bunch of vitamins and shit in it? I don't think I've ever had it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Store.com or 888-2533.
Did you say store.com?
I think so, yeah. Which I guess
Store.com.
Bet on getting that first.
Yeah.
So we also have the summer kickoff sale going up to 40% off on things like Vaso Beats and Nitric Boost.
It's going to be
and DNA
Biden's
Force Plus at
inauguration for his second term.
InfoWarsStore.com.
Our guy here is still going to be saying, buy my iodine before they take it away. Biden's getting in office for a second term. Nothing will stop them from taking away my iodine now.
Is that an actual conspiracy theory that Biden wants to take away iodine?
No, he's just selling iodine here. So It's like he's saying the Democrats are trying to the Democrat lawyers. He's saying it could be any time now. And it's going to be like the entire time. Nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
We'll see, though. Maybe it does get shut down like he says it's probable.
So that's
we
where
were just expecting it last time he cried wolf.
I think it probably will happen.
And now
but he's definitely working it.
Stop plugging here in a moment. But this is all part of our operation. We're not funded by big banks or big money here, globalists. We're funded by people buying products
standpoint.
directly from us. I started doing that decades ago because I'd have sponsors and the left would harass them and death threat them until we lost them. So I said, why don't I just direct sell products and we'll just remove that out of the equation. So we innovated so much.
A lot of people say this iodine was made in China and that makes it not safe. It wasn't made in China. I took it directly from China. That's less iodine for the Chinese. This is the most American Chinese iodine you could buy.
This is done until the last few years. Everybody's imitating us now. We learned all this through necessity. They say necessity is the mother of invention. Now, that said, I will tell you where your order is completely safe and where you should bet on us. And the safest
bone broth?
bet
Tell me it's the bone broth.
On your future and freedom is drjonesnaturals.com.
drjonesnaturals.com. It kind of sounds like a porn website.
Exactly.
Naturals.
A big-breasted
porn
site where these girls go into the doctor's office for a memory checkup, and Alex Jones is just there like, oh yeah, you got some great naturals. We're gonna have to give it the sniff test. So good.
That's hilarious.
And so many of the old products that were in Infowars that were so popular that the CRO just kicked out of the shopping cart, I guess, to look to me like scuttle the company. My dad had already saw this coming, already had a warehouse set up in North Austin years ago.
Is Dr. Jones his father? Because he always talks about his dad when he talks about this product.
I told him he shouldn't do it.
Is
He
his
did
dad
it.
a doctor?
God, he didn't listen to me. He's smarter than me in many ways. And he set it up. So it's got the Rocket Rest, the Cabo Chill, the Top Brain Nootropic, all the nano silver products, the toothpaste, the
What
immune.
if this was his way of getting a business the government couldn't take over?
You know what?
Because he, like, you put a car in your mom's name so they can't take your car when you default on the...
You know what? It's funny that you said that because I literally... Oh, shit. I just found an article that I can't view because it's behind a paywall that says exactly what you just said. Yep.
Gargle, the immune topical, the fiber greens that are concentrated sproutling seeds that flush out your gut and do amazing things to your body, concentrate. And the next level foundational energy and Turbo Force, a very limited small
Turbo
run.
Force sounds like a Ripaverse comic. You know what? By the way, Dr. Disrespect sounds like a villain in the Ripaverse, right?
Yeah, except he's one of their heroes.
Wars with William Superfridge or Comrade Pig to be the perfect opposite to Alex Jones. It's funny because Billy wants to take over the world.
I'm pretty sure now that there's evidence out against him, or an admission from him or whatever, they're flipping on him, or at least some of them are. So
some of them are. He made a makeshift apology where he stated that he did DM a minor.
Yeah,
but I didn't do anything illegal. There was no court case given against me. I didn't even meet up with her. And then 2 minutes later, he took the word minor out of the Twitter post because you could edit Twitter posts.
Yeah.
And then 20 minutes later, he put it back because it was causing more disturbance that he removed it.
Yeah, it was like Streisand effect, right?
Yeah.
It drew more attention to it. He tried to hide something and it drew more attention to it.
We sold out within just a few days because it's discounted 40+%.
I saw Sturgis. Yeah, Sturgis made a video against Dr. Disrespect.
People who are against him? Okay, yeah. To that Streamlabs, by the way, I am going to bid to take over Infowars once the government gets it. I'll be the Democratic shill.
Also, there's colloidal silver, 30 parts per million. Good old silver bullet for topical or ingestion. Does incredible things, obviously. It is 57% off
silver
at drjonesnaturals.com.
Silver bullet.
And that is separate from the bankruptcy, separate from Infowars, and has been a sponsor of the operation.
It's separate from the bankruptcy.
Yeah, it's totally my
so
dad's
that's critical to this operation and whatever's coming, obviously as a sponsor in the future. So that's basically what I know, and that's what's happened. And to me, it's not clear. It's 100% crystal.
It's 100% crystal?
The orders have come down.
Is he selling some ice? Some glass?
Yeah, if Dr. Jones Naturals has some delicious natural crystal meth, maybe we got to order some shards.
To the system, the Justice Department's been heavily involved in my bankruptcy, interfacing with not the judge, who's been well known to be very fair and follow the law, but with the court appointed people that are just in the wheel that rotate through, that the judge just pulls from, flaming leftist, frothing at the mouth, wanting us off the air, trying to find something criminal, couldn't find it, and then tried on the 14th was the hearings, it was a week before that, tried 3+ weeks ago to close the doors and lock me out without a court order. Well, now they've got the court order from the Travis County. So the sword of Damocles is above our heads.
The sword of Damocles.
I just want to thank the crew for their incredible loyalty and hard work.
Came back
Yes!
to the shocking news of Big Cat's death.
Yeah.
Hit me a lot harder than I was expecting. Raising a glass to school.
Cheers, cheers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Sad times.
And going through all this is very
I hope
stressful.
that was a glass of milk, by the way. Kittens love milk.
Mine's water right now.
Drinking water, too.
Yeah.
I know, because I'm going through it too.
Raising a glass of water.
Cheers.
I want to thank the incredible listeners and viewers, the great supporters and activists, and I want to thank my family for putting up with all this. They've been harassed a lot. I'm not going to belabor it, but it's been extensive.
Man,
and I want to thank
you telling me your family was harassed because of this you harassing families case, Alex Jones?
Yes.
Damn, what a strange turn of events.
That poor man.
Maybe he can countersue for all his money back since his family's the victim.
God
now.
for the great discernment and guidance that we've all been given in this fight. And I just have an appeal to heaven that if it's God's will to keep Infowars going and to steer us through the storm, but if it's not God's will, then we understand that when one door closes, other doors open. And I am a faithful servant here to try to take God's guidance, to lead God and direct me, to continue to try to warn people and take on the New World Order.
Just a quick reminder, we are doing our Patreon private show after this ends. We're going to do this for a little bit longer, but then we're going to do our Patreon private show. It really helps support the show. If you enjoy watching us at all, please consider contributing. I'm going to post it right there in the chat. It's patreon.com/DP. Sign up, $5. You're going to get this show and then a show coming up on Friday. Extra content. You can cancel at any point, but feel free to sign up. We're doing a show tonight where we're going to review a really old DP episode where Onision was in the studio with us and he got grilled, and Billy hasn't seen it before. He wasn't on that episode, but he's the one who got Onision to show up. So it's pretty interesting. It's an interesting one.
Yeah, I don't know if Onision thought I was going to be there.
I have no idea.
I don't know if he felt like I trapped him.
I don't know. I wanted to show you this video. Okay, I saw this on Twitter from Ian Miles Chong, the right-wing grifter who commentates about politics in America, but I don't even know if he's ever even been to the United States. He lives in like Indonesia or something like that.
Yeah.
He was doing like, oh man, Seattle's crazy now. And it was a video of someone like on Aurora, like filming the ladies on Aurora in a gas station. And she's all like
AM PM.
She's like, this is the Blade. We selling ass. It's kind of funny.
I think he was a news guy, and he was like in there, and I think he's from Q13 Fox, the guy that was filming.
Yeah.
I think he pulled his phone out, and he was like, what are you gonna do? It's my right to film. And she was like, just went in on him. I haven't seen the video yet, but it's funny because this girl doesn't care about the law. She breaks the law all day long for her job.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like in a thong, and like it's crazy. Like that they're like the way they dress, they make sure that like there's no question about what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's interesting. It seems like certain days they're coordinated. Like some days they'll all be wearing like mini skirts. Some days they'll all be wearing just thongs. Some days they'll have like sequin pants. It's like they're playing for a team or something.
Here it is.
What you recording for?
I just see you in a bikini in a gas station. That's why I'm just wondering why.
This is the Blade. We selling ass over here, so you can put your camera down.
This the Blade. We selling ass over here, so you need to put the camera down. I love that there's a giant rock statue in the background.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I ain't got no shame in my game. The fuck? I'll break your phone.
I'll break your phone.
I dare you to run in those heels. I'd love to see you.
She can.
Oh, shit.
Spoiler alert. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
He starts running. They show it in slow motion because she takes off.
Yeah. She's kind of built like a velociraptor. Oh my God, what's this one?
Wow, you fast. Oh my. Woo.
She is on a little bit of something.
Yeah,
I literally drive around this corner like almost 4 times a week, probably. It's right up the road from my house. I always go this way when I'm hitting up the certain establishments.
Is lost. Oh,
and then there's this dude.
And then you see this fella.
Yeah, he's folded.
Hey, bro. Hey, man, you okay? Yeah. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Hey, man, what do you want, blues? You want blues? Man, you can't stay on the street, man. It's an alley. Someone's gonna, like, hit you. Can we at least get you off the side of the street?
He's like, I can do whatever I want, man. I got superpowers.
Yeah. Last time I was in Portland, there was a guy that like folded too far and like fell and like hit his head on the ground. And they're all
I'm so amazed by how these guys can fold for like an hour and not fall. So that's interesting that you saw one fall. I never see him fall.
Yeah, he had a big like wound on his head. Like he was bleeding from the head, and there was all these people trying to help him.
Hey, bro, we got to get you on the side of the street there, man. All right, come on. What, you gonna roll?
You can
man. I gotta pick you up, man.
He's just like, it's just hilarious, dude.
I swear that guy was on the ground mumbling barbecue shrimp, shrimp Creole, shrimp.
Yeah, something like that. I think he was hungry.
Shrimp cocktail, Bubba Gump shrimping. He was naming it all. It was a scene in Forrest Gump where Bubba died.
Oh my God. Oh no, not Bubba.
This is literally my neighborhood. I drive by that corner when I go buy Magic the Gathering cards.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's on my way to the Magic the Gathering card shop.
It seems a little sketch, you know, like it's
the blade. That girl wasn't lying. She was like, "You coming into my habitat? I'm a velociraptor."
She did charge at him.
I was surprised there wasn't a screech.
Nope.
Shrimps can't be shrimp stew. It's pretty much all the shrimp I know. Poor guy.
Yeah. Now I'm hungry for shrimp.
Dude.
Why not?
Oh my God. There's this place called Bag O' Crab. They give you like a big old thing of shrimp and some clams, some corn. It's like one of those boils, the crab boils.
Bag O' Crab.
Bag O' Crab. You can even spend like more and get like king crab legs and stuff.
That sounds good.
It's a nutty little spot. Blowjob's still a job, but you can't file unemployment when you're done.
Hell yeah. I have an update on that city council in Newcastle. They didn't want to put up the pride flag.
Did they do it? Are they doing it for July instead of the American
The pride flag is now flying above Newcastle City Hall, and it will remain there for the rest of June.
They got bullied into changing it. It's funny. Like,
this is literally when you've been conquered in battle.
Yeah.
The other side puts their flag up.
Yep. That's what happened.
What a great news story.
It's funny.
The Newcastle City Council just voted to reverse a decision made just 2 weeks ago not to fly the flag for Pride Month. That decision led to a lot of public outcry. KOMO's Paul Rivera is live in Newcastle tonight with more on the City Council's decision and the extremely long meeting that led up to that decision. Paul?
Newcastle's pretty like rural, like it's a suburb, but it's like kind of more country, like more wide open, you know?
Yeah.
So like, I wasn't surprised. Their fucking city hall has like a dental office that it shares the building with. So that goes to show you.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Bellevue is already well more right leaning than Seattle is.
Yeah, sure.
So like
it's a suburb.
The outskirt of Bellevue is going to be as close to West Texas.
Yeah.
I don't know, as you're going to get in this area.
Yeah, but it's still part of King County, so like it always goes blue in like county elections for sure. I don't know about the mayor of Bellevue. I think the mayor of Bellevue, I don't even know their name. I think it might be a woman right now. She's probably a Democrat, I would think. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. And the outcome of that meeting and the vote is that the pride flag, you see it over my shoulder here at Newcastle City Hall, is now flying. So that public comment.
Yeah, Lynn Robinson is the mayor of Bellevue.
And she's a Dem?
Let me see.
Last night lasted a couple of hours, and there were debate on both sides. For 2 weeks, the city of Newcastle has been under a controversy surrounding the pride flag. At the beginning of June, which is Pride Month, a majority of city council members voted not to fly the flag outside of City Hall. A couple of weeks later, and a rally was held, leading up to a packed city council meeting where the public comment went on into the night.
By refusing to fly the pride flag, our mayor and council members are making a bold statement.
Did he almost say the gay flag?
It kind of sounded like it. The gay flag.
By refusing to fly the pride flag.
Inequality.
But we, the LGBTQ community, my community, and our allies will not become apathetic. So if you're not for us, are you against us?
Okay, the motion passes 4-3.
Eventually, council took a new vote, and the pride flag now flies outside of the building. We spoke to a handful of people outside of City Hall the next day. One person said they should fly the pride flag. Another voiced their support not to fly it. The only person that went on camera said this.
I don't care one way or the other, whether they raise the flag or not.
For Councilmember Paul Charbonneau, who first called for the vote to raise the flag, this is a significant moment.
We stood strong and we took that vote, and I'm so happy that we have this out here because this is a symbol for people that might not feel like they've been included in local government, might not feel like they've had a voice before, that they can reach out to us, that we recognize them. My hope is that a lot of folks' eyes have been opened and about what's gone on here in our local government, and I hope it's not this much of a fight next year.
Now, if they want the war to wage on, somebody has to capture the flag at night tonight.
It was one of the women that was like I believe she was Indian on the council. She voted against it, and then she flipped because of all the bad publicity they were getting from it.
Robert Clark sent me a statement today.
All it took was one vote because there was like one person that was the deciding vote.
Where he defended his
4-3 originally.
Yeah.
And so
now it's 4-3 just in the other way.
Not wanting to fly the pride flag, saying again that everyone is united under the U.S. flag. The pride flag will be flying until the end of June. Reporting in Newcastle, Paul Rivera, Como News.
There you have it, an update.
I can't wait till the end of June when Oreo goes back to loving straight people again.
We miss their love.
Yeah, I really needed Oreo this month, and they weren't around.
Where's Oreo when we need them? Here's another crazy local story here.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Mary, investigators say that female suspect came into the lobby of the FBI Seattle office armed with a 9mm semi-automatic pistol and kept it aimed at herself while demanding to speak with an FBI agent.
You hear this? She walked into the FBI building.
FBI agent.
Yep.
New court documents detail why 42-year-old Chelsea Gray of Everett walked into the FBI's Seattle office armed with a gun, shutting down the area for an hour as negotiators spoke with her. Court documents show the suspect in the front entrance of the lobby with the gun pointed at her chest and her finger at the trigger.
She did tell law enforcement that there was one bullet in the chamber, and if she had to use it, she would.
Court documents state Gray claimed she was in possession of weapons of mass destruction codes and that she was willing to die to get her message out. The situation prompted a massive police response, with onlookers from nearby office buildings watching as it all unfolded.
Yeah, some weird conspiracy theory shit inspired this woman to do this crazy thing here.
Outside.
There's cops with their guns drawn. They have everything blocked off, and they're saying, drop the gun and get down.
The police, they had like the bomb squad, all types of police over here.
Investigators say during the hour-long standoff, Gray never pointed the gun at anyone else and told investigators she did not want
That's why she survived.
To hurt anyone.
She made no threats to anyone.
She only pointed the gun at herself.
Else, obviously, when you're pointing a 9mm at yourself, and you're making statements afterwards that she was prepared to do what she needed to do. That it's a very alarming situation.
Gray told investigators she was unable to contact anyone at the FBI or mail paperwork. So she decided that the only way to provide the information to the FBI was to get arrested.
Yeah, that's a good plan. Totally sane plan.
Court documents.
Yeah, her sanity. Her sanity is not her superpower.
No.
It's the holding the gun to your chest.
Also state she considered bringing a fake bomb to the office, but did not want to threaten or hurt others. She is now facing a misdemeanor charge for bringing a gun into a federal building.
They're only giving her a misdemeanor. Like she
just a little misdemeanor.
Yeah, I mean, like it could have turned out way worse.
At this point,
for
it's
her.
unclear if the suspect has any kind of history of mental health.
Oh, is it unclear?
Issues. If she's convicted of this crime, she faces up to a year in prison and a $100,000 fine.
They probably won't.
Reporting live in Seattle, Leanne Wynn, Como News.
They'll give her like.
What if she actually did have codes? Like somehow, like she was really trying to be the hero, and that's why she's only getting a misdemeanor because she actually saved the city from a terrible attack. That would be hilarious.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that lady. It's some crazy stuff. She needs to be evaluated. We're going to start our Patreon show in just a moment here. Please sign up, patreon.com/DP. Please help us out by helping our patrons or Patreon and get yourself some extra content in the process. I'll link it again, patreon.com/DP. $5 pledge gets you in. We do these.
It's a great week to become a $5 patron. We're literally doing another episode Friday, too. You get double bang for your buck this week.
Double bang for your buck. Yes. Please sign up, support the show, get some extra content for yourself. Let's see.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
I guess I'll save the other stuff I have for tomorrow. But yeah, shit, dude. Dude, did you see have you heard about that guy locally that's in trouble for like his loud car, like his super loud car?
Yeah, the Hellcat.
Yeah. Dude, he's in big trouble. Like,
what are they saying now? Because he's getting a bunch of fines, right?
He's getting a bunch of fines, and he showed up to court almost in like a black ski mask and everything. But then now they're going to charge him with stalking and harassment. They're digging up like other shit that he's done to charge him. And like one of his ex-girlfriends, and he basically streamed on Twitch and admitted all of the like ways he harassed her and shit. He's really dumb.
Yeah.
He's like really, really, really dumb and crazy.
He's a young kid and he's an influencer, right?
Yes,
like he's got an Instagram account.
Yes.
And he always like posts himself going to get like food,
breaking the law,
like nice little apartment, breaking the law, driving around, zooming. He is a crazy little kid.
Yeah.
And the car's in his mom's name. I think he was racking up like ridiculous debt. So people were very unhappy with him in Seattle, in that area where he was like zooming his engine, Belltown, waking up all these nice. It's a very nice neighborhood in Seattle.
Yeah,
it's a spendy, trendy neighborhood right down by Pike Place Market.
It's like high-rise apartments
6 a.m.
everywhere.
Yeah, waking up everybody with his engine. He was making big enemies in Seattle, and then people started seeing the stuff about him across the country, and they're all hating him.
Yeah, here he is in
When it comes to courtroom appearances, Miles Hudson came across as one of a kind. He sat down with a ski mask covering his face and sunglasses shielding his eyes. Then he told the judge how he handled the city's concerns about the noise his Dodge Charger cranks out while street racing. He says the car is in the shop undergoing modifications.
I essentially told them
blood.
what was going on with the car and everything, stuff like that.
But a Seattle City prosecutor argued that Hudson failed to appropriately respond to the city's lawsuit. The judge agreed, ordering the so-called Belltown Hellcat to pay more than $83,000 in fines. We caught up with him on his way out of the hearing.
Why are you having your face completely covered this way?
I'm kind of shiced up and feeling myself.
What do you think about the judge awarding the city the $83,000 fine?
I think it's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
Prosecutors say Hudson goes on late-night, high-speed rampages through the city, sporting a modified exhaust system that blasts neighborhoods with excessive noise. He posts the exploits to Instagram and told Seattle police his videos make him...
Yeah, he's driving 107 on city streets.
Yeah. You know what we needed? We needed Phoenix Jones to come out
and beat the shit out of this guy. Yeah.
Money, he's paid off the car. We asked how he's going to come up with the $83,000 to pay the fine.
How I'm going to come up with it? It's a little bit emotional. I wouldn't say come up, but who's to say I don't have it?
Now Seattle is pursuing new legislation to allow cities to write a $500 ticket to the owner of any car being used in illegal street racing.
But yeah, he's being charged with harassment.
Even if someone else is driving.
It's about bringing responsibility and accountability. This is not some innocent thing.
Joel Marino, Como News.
Joel, thank you. In addition to that fine, Hudson is also charged with 2 counts of reckless driving. He has already pleaded not guilty to those charges. There's also a separate case in Renton where he faces an assault charge.
He's so fucked. Jesus, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
He might be making a ton of money off of it.
Oh, he's got
his socials are
on the gram. He's big on the gram. I'm gonna go pee, and then when I come back, we'll wrap everything up. I'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, last call for DP withdrawal for only $5. You can come along and play with us in the private show where we're going to go back in time. And I'm going to watch the episode that all the old cast did with Onision. I have not seen this. Ben's going to answer all my questions because I'm going to be like, what happened here? What happened here? What were we thinking here? It's going to be pretty interesting, I think. Sean Serrell says, beg, beg, beg. You spelled big wrong, dude. I know I'm fat. You silly little bean. I am very happy to know Teddy Rubskin's going to be there. Cheers, Teddy Rubskin. Yeah, I at first I really disliked the Hellcat guy, and then I watched him on Instagram, and I was like, I hate him. I was like, part of me, like the IRL person in me, I was like, this guy is a total prick, and now he needs to be one of my friends. People hate him. Sounds like my type of guy. Hold up. No bunny Snickers. We got Teddy stickers. Boom, boom. Ain't it great to be crazy? People are saying that Egghead quit Actual Mania again. I'll buy it when I see it. Sitting in a tree, Pissing. I like to pee. I'm a little pee boy, short and stout. Here is my handle. Here is my spout. You tip me over, pour me out. Doesn't Egg quit and rejoin every Action Man hit back? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't buy it. I just don't. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Do you ever think that just maybe we're supposed to be a little bit crazy? What are the chances? 0. I bet you Egghead's excited to destroy everybody at Actual Mania.
All right. We're going to go do this show now. We'll see all you guys there. And we're doing a show tomorrow, too. So we'll see you guys tomorrow also.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.